Welcome to BTV News Hour. I'm Angelina Mambo and it's Wednesday, the 18th of May 2016. Here are our headlines. EFCC detaining Fani Kayode after meeting bail conditions. Tout attack Igbo traders at Ladipo Market, Oshodi. Ewesu fraternity gives Buhari ultimatum, release Kanu and Dasuki or else. Biafra's the time to restore Biafra is now. Delay is dangerous. Now the news in details. Despite meeting the bail conditions set by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Fani Kayode is still being held by the Anti-Graft Agency. The continued detention of the former aviation minister by the EFCC is a tactic to keeping key and vocal members of the opposition out of circulation without due regard to Nigerian laws. This Nigerian tactics of harassing and unlawfully detaining people with charges that cannot stand the test of judicial requirement has got to stop. The continued detention of Chief Femi Fani Kayode in EFCC custody for this long, despite meeting his bail conditions, goes a long way to show that this fight is not about corruption after all, but all about silencing the opposition. Igbo businessmen are currently under attack at Ladipo Market, Lagos. This clash, which has been happening in less than 3 months after a part of the market was demolished, with goods belonging to Igbo traders scattered away, is suspected to be in relation to the plan to cripple Igbos economically. The group staging the attack go by the name of Cemetery Boys and is believed to be on a rant for some powerful politicians in Lagos, all in a mission to incapacitate the Igbos economically. The Ewesu fraternity is warning the federal government of the fantastically corrupt country Nigeria to release the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra TV and the former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki in the next 2 weeks without hesitation and unconditionally. The federal government is also directed to ask the military to leave Gwaramatu within the same period, or else they are going to shut down every oil and gas activities in the region. The group also said that justification of executive disobedience to court orders as a protection of national interest is abominable. It is also a deliberate ploy to bend the law and suspension of the 1999 Constitution. Federal government disobedience to court decisions is one of the dimensions of corruption and seen as gross abuse of office. President Muhammadu Buhari doesn't have any legal capacity to declare anyone as a criminal. Instead, the court does. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention since October 14, 2015, when he was arrested by operative of the DSS, while the former National Security Advisor is facing multiple charges before 3 different courts and was rearrested recently at the gate of Kuje Prison in Abuja shortly after he has perfected all his bail conditions. The continued detention and incarceration of the 2 accused persons is humanly unjustifiable in the 1999 Constitution, and therefore the rule of law must be respected. President Muhammadu Buhari must not constitute himself as a court of law, and he must allow justice to prevail in the country. The director of Radio Biafra and Biafra TV and the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, came on air years ago to educate the Biafrans and the entire black world why Africa is in the state of social and economic warfare today, calling for the restoration of Biafra as the only hope to bring Africa back to her feet. Many people, especially the thieving elder statesmen of Nigeria, termed his eye-opening lectures hate speech and conspired together to have him killed. Nnamdi Kanu had earlier and consistently made his detractors understand that neither death nor imprisonment can stop Biafra from coming. Having made his stand clear, He devised various stunning slogans such as Biafra or death, which the thieving politicians of Nigeria greatly tremble at. They have never seen nor heard this before. Without wasting time, they began to have secret meetings and consultations to halt Nnamdi Kanu and scuttle Biafra agenda. Buhari, who never hid his hatred for the Igbo people of Biafra, openly said, "I will kill more Igbos to save Nigeria," as if the Igbo people of Biafra are more nonsense than his paid Boko Haram terrorist brothers who are now granted amnesty. Buhari, in line with his utterance that he will kill more Biafrans again, truly sent his military men to kill protesting Biafrans and took their bodies to an unknown destination. Investigation later revealed that those bodies were taken away in order to take their vital organs for sale. As Nigerian police did to the bodies, they threw into Ezu River to conceal their atrocities. It will be recalled that medical doctors in Owerri, Imo State, recently accused Russia Socorosha of selling human organs, a practice that has been going on among the political and ruling class in Nigeria for years now. With these references here, our viewers should be able to understand the nature of the enclave called Nigeria and the atrocities of the criminal elder statesmen who hate the truth and will do anything to kill or imprison those who challenge them in order to perpetuate the slavery empire. Their subterfuge have been exposed, and no longer shall we remain slaves under them. We are urging all Biafrans to stay strong and keep the moral high. If we don't restore Biafra now that we have a colossus like Nnamdi Kanu, our hope, dream and nation might never become a reality. Biafra have to be restored now, not later but now, whether Buhari wants it or not. Thank you so much for joining us here on BTV News Hour. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Welcome to BTV News Hour. I'm Angelina Mambo and it's Wednesday, the 18th of May 2016. Here are our headlines. EFCC detaining Fani Kayode after meeting bail conditions. Tout attack Igbo traders at Ladipo Market, Oshodi. Egbesu fraternity gives Buhari ultimatum, release Kanu and Dasuki or else. Biafra's the time to restore Biafra is now. Delay is dangerous. Now the news in details. Despite meeting the bail conditions set by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Fani Kayode is still being held by the Anti-Graft Agency. The continued detention of the former aviation minister by the EFCC is a tactic to keeping key and vocal members of the opposition out of circulation without due regard to Nigerian laws. This Nigerian tactics of harassing and unlawfully detaining people with charges that cannot stand the test of judicial requirement has